Hi my fellow girly pops, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I really want to talk about how to have that kind of FU confidence, how to have that self-confidence that's so unshakable, unbreakable, and so unapologetic that you really don't have to worry about anyone and anything else. You don't have to worry about other people's opinions, other people's thoughts, and judgment and embarrassment, because it's like you have that self-confidence within yourself that you know who you are and you show up as you are no matter what. It doesn't really matter what people say, what people think, how people are going to feel about something. That's just you, and like they can take it or leave it. Okay, so the first thing that I have is to have this unshakable confidence is to do what you say you're going to do. Follow through with the things that you have in mind for your life. If you have a goal, actually follow through with doing that goal. Actually take the steps to make that goal a reality. Don't just like say that you're going to do something and then you don't actually follow through. Because that's just going to lead to you not having any kind of self-trust. It's going to lead to you not having any kind of self-integrity. Like, you can't even trust yourself that you're going to take care of you. So, like when you see people that have that kind of self-trust, that have that kind of self-discipline, that self-motivation, it shows in everything that they do, because they're not just like blase, just having days pass them by and just like saying that they're going to do something and then they don't actually do it. Like, that's like having a friend when they're like complaining about their relationship all the time, say they're going to leave this guy because he's so trash, and then next time you see them again, they're talking about their guy again. And it's like, girl, we just had this whole conversation, I just gave you all this advice and you're not following through. Like, that's embarrassing. That's like, and you're doing that with yourself. You're doing that with yourself. You say that you want to be better in all these different areas, but if you're not actually doing that, well, like, you don't have anything to be confident about, because you're not doing anything. You're not changing, you're not growing, you're not evolving, you're not becoming a better human being in any way, shape, or form, because you're not even doing what you're supposed to be doing. You say you want to do these things, you say you want to embody these things, and yet you're not following through. Like, it all starts with you. Having confidence starts with you. Like, having confidence has nothing to do with anybody else. It has nothing to do with getting compliments, with having validation. It has nothing to do with having support from other people. It's all about you and your mindset. It's all about you and how you take care of yourself. It's all about you and how you see yourself. And if the way that you see yourself is that you can't even give yourself the self-respect to follow through with the action that you should be taking, then like everybody sees that. Like, I can tell if you don't respect yourself. I can tell if you don't take yourself seriously. Like, if you do, you have that built up confidence in yourself, because you know you're going to follow through with yourself. You know that you can trust yourself. You know that when you say you're going to do something, you do it. You do it. Confidence isn't all about just like how you look or how you're being presented visually. Like, it's all about who you are as a person, what you embody. Okay? And if you don't have that self-trust, how's anyone else going to trust you? How are you going to trust yourself? Like, okay, the next one I have is to validate yourself. You don't need anyone else. You don't need outside factors to validate who you are as a person and what you bring to the table, what kind of value and what kind of worth that you have. Okay, like, it's not up to your partner, it's not up to your friends, it's not up to your family, it's not up to people on the street for you for them to make you feel good about yourself. Like, that's your sole responsibility. If you don't feel good about yourself, that's a you problem. That's something you have to change within yourself. Okay, like, all the time we're like, oh, my partner doesn't say this about me, and my friends don't like hype me up, and my family like blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, that sucks. Maybe you should find different people, but also, like, you should have that within yourself. You should have that within yourself, because people come and people go. Things change. You're gonna fall out with someone. Your family's not always gonna understand you. Your friends aren't always gonna support you, but you still have to be behind number one. You're number one. Okay, you have to stand for yourself. You know, if you are constantly looking for validation of other people, do you even know who you really are, what you really like, or how you really want to present yourself, or like what your personality really is, or like anything? If you're constantly seeking validation, you're constantly doing things for approval. So the things that you're doing isn't necessarily coming from you, it's coming from the mind of someone else and what you think that they would want you to do. how you think they want you to look, how you think they want you to talk, so that they can validate you and make you feel good about yourself. When you should be doing that for yourself. Like, you should be telling yourself that you look nice. You should be thinking to yourself that you're doing okay. Like all these things that you want from someone else, you should be doing that for you. And then any kind of support, any kind of like motivation, validation that you get from other people, that's just a cherry on top. That's just like something added on. Like, you should already have that baseline though of you being confident and you being validated in who you are as a person, without anyone else adding on to that. Like, you don't need other people to give you that. That's for you. That's for you. You can have affirmations. You can be telling yourself things all the time, like, I'm worthy, I'm beautiful, I'm lovable, I'm blah, 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 blah. That's for you to do. Work that muscle up so that you can have this confidence within yourself. That's not just like a confidence that you're trying to portray to the outside world so that it's like a fake it till you make it kind of thing. But like, really try to be confident in yourself for yourself. Not just so that you seem confident or you seem like this person or so that these opportunities can come to you, but so that you feel secure in who you are as a human being. Right? So the next one that I have is to be okay with being perceived and being seen. A lot of the times people are so scared of like people seeing them, people perceiving them, people having an opinion on them, people thinking about them, people judging them, people like being embarrassed around them. Like, you have to be okay with being perceived, whether that's in a negative way or in a positive way. It doesn't matter if someone thinks about you in a negative way or they're judging you or if they think that something that you're doing is embarrassing. That's their opinion. That's their thoughts, and that has nothing to do with you. Like, the way that you think about yourself and the way that you view yourself is solely on you. Like, you should be okay with being perceived and being seen because you know who you are as a human being. You know what kind of character you have. You know what kind of values and morals you have. You know how you feel about yourself. You know that you look good today. You know that when you got dressed, you felt good. So why is it that when you go out into the outside world, you're suddenly questioning yourself? You're doing that because you're so worried about how other people are seeing you, how other people are thinking about you, what other people's opinions are. When that's not what matters at the end of the day. It's all about how you feel about yourself. Are these people going to be with you when you're on your deathbed? No. Are these people going to be there for you when someone in your family passes away? These people don't really mean anything to you. Even if they are family, even if they are friends, you're your own person. You're not going to be like these other people. Like, everybody has something that's different about them. That's what makes us a human being. So, like, like, you have to be okay with being seen. You have to be able to be okay with putting yourself out there. Even if it's not going to be a great outcome. Even if you feel like people are judging you. Even if you feel like you feel a little embarrassed or a little uncomfortable. Keep doing that and keep working that muscle so that it's no longer seems like such a big deal. Like, I used to be so quiet. I used to be so shy growing up because I didn't like talking to people. I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to be like the center of attention. And now I love, I love being the center of attention. I love being the center of attention. I love when people talk about me. I love when people talk to me. I love that. I love it because I constantly kept putting myself in positions where I had to deal with that. Or like, I constantly was put in positions where people were judging me, people were talking about me. And then over time, I was like, this really isn't as bad as I thought it was. Like, this really isn't as bad as I thought that it was. As soon as I started dressing how I wanted to dress, as soon as I started talking how I wanted to talk, as soon as I started being who I wanted to be, it didn't seem like such of this like big dark scary thing of like, oh, if I like do this then like the world's gonna crumble and like people aren't gonna love me anymore and people aren't gonna support me anymore, I'm gonna die alone. Like, fast forward, I haven't died alone and I'm fine. So like, once you really make things just like less scary by doing them, it becomes so much easier. Like, you have to just put yourself out there. I know that's like the hardest part and it sounds so easy to do it, but it's like just doing little things of like just doing things by yourself, wearing a little something that you might think is like something somebody might judge you. Like, it could be something so small, even just like a keychain on your backpack. You can think like when you're in school, people are so judgmental, But you can think like, oh, someone's going to see this keychain, they're going to think something about me because it's from like a band or from like something that like not many people like, or that it might be seen as childish, or it might be seen as like weird, or it might be seen as like something that not many people in your area like. And it's like just doing little things to like kind of condition yourself to being seen and being perceived, because most of the time people aren't really seeing you and people aren't really perceiving you because they don't really care. Okay, they have things going on in their own lives, they're worried about their own stuff. They're also insecure. They're also like overthinking and overanalyzing everything that they're doing, every little movement and word that they say. So like, we're all doing the same thing. We're all in the same rat race. We're all worried about being perceived. We're all worried about being seen. Like, take people off of this pedestal of like, these people know better than I do, or these people are like the epitome of style, or these people are the epitome of intelligence, or like whatever. We all have our own things, and we're all going to be different no matter what. You judge people, that doesn't make them less of a person. People judge you, that doesn't make you less of a person. Like, we're all going to have our differing opinions. Even if someone thinks that it's weird, it doesn't mean there's anything bad about it. It doesn't mean that you should stop doing it. But like, you have to be okay with people perceiving you as a human being and perceiving your likes, your hobbies, how you see the world, your opinions. Like, it's okay if people disagree with you. It's okay if people don't see what you see. You just have to be okay with that. And that builds confidence within yourself, because you feel like, yeah, even though these people think that I look crazy right now, or even though these people are talking about me behind my back because like whatever, I still know who I am and I still like who I am, and I'm still going to keep doing what I do. Like, that's building up that confidence where it's unshakable and it's unapologetic, because no matter what situation you go into, it's going to be unshakable because you're the foundation. You're not worried about like, oh, just because these other people didn't compliment my outfit, now I hate my outfit. No, I like my outfit because I like it. I don't care if other people like it or they don't like it, because they're not wearing it. I'm wearing it, you know? Okay, so for the next thing I have is to really expand your mind, expand your style, expand education, expand like where you're going, expand like the people that you're talking to, like all these different things, like having different experiences in life. Having different experiences really builds up this confidence, because you're putting yourself in environments and situations that you're not used to. It's about taking yourself out of your comfort zone, getting out of that safety blanket, and kind of just like trying out different things. Okay, because when you try out different things and you're a beginner at many different things, you fail at different things, you get embarrassed in different situations, you try out different things, you talk to different people, you're conditioning yourself. Like, building up confidence is all about like conditioning yourself and getting out of your comfort zone and doing things that seem like scary, and do things that seem hard, or doing things that are different, or doing things that not many people are doing around you. Like, it could be something so small, trying out a different restaurant. If you're like a picky eater, that's also building up confidence of you like having different types of food, liking different types of food. If you're exposing yourself to different types of food, trying it, you might like it, you might not like it. But now you're like building up the confidence of like trying different things. It's not gonna be this like big scary thing of like, oh, I'm at this place, and even though this item sounds kind of good, but I usually go for like dino nuggies and mac and cheese, like I might not like it, you can still try it. Because there's nothing wrong with trying. There's nothing wrong with trying something and it not working out. Because at least you tried. At least you tried. You know? Like, I used to be so scared of speaking, especially speaking in like public situations, speaking when there's a lot of people around. Now I can talk. I can talk. It doesn't matter like who I'm talking to. It doesn't matter what kind of space I'm in, because I've conditioned myself to speak. Whether it's with a stranger, whether I'm like at the train station, there's a stranger next to me, I like their outfit, I'm gonna say something. Normally, like years ago, I would have never done that because I'd be too scared. I'd be like, I don't want to bother them, or like that'd be weird, or like, oh, like whatever. I'm just gonna keep it to myself. Like, no. If I want to say something, I'm gonna say it. And if I'm speaking in front of a group, I have more authority now. I have more confidence in how I'm speaking, the way I convey myself. I'm not just like, I'm way better now at being able to speak. Like, okay, that was not a good example because I just messed that up. But like, usually I'm really good at just like speaking, because I've conditioned myself to do that. And I put myself in a lot of positions where I'm alone a lot of the time. And it's made me like meet different random people when I'm just out and about. So I just spark up conversation with people. It's so much easier and it seems so much less scary to talk to people, or just to talk in general, to just share my thoughts, share my opinions. It doesn't seem like this big nuanced thing anymore. Like if you're someone that's really scared or like shy for talking to people, talking to new people, like anything like that, just start talking to yourself, and talking to yourself like out loud. Like if you're watching something, like discuss with yourself like what it is about, like what's your opinion about it, and like things like that. Like it seems weird, but like it's really not. Like it really helps out so much. Put yourself in positions where you have to talk, because a lot of the times people are putting themselves in positions where they don't need to speak to other people. Like when you're out at the bar, people are on their phones, people are like dancing, blah, blah, blah. It's like, put yourself in a position where you have to talk to someone. Even if it's something small, even if you're just like at the farmer's market and you're sparking up a conversation with someone that's selling something, or you see someone out and about and you really like their shoes, like just like little things to just start to like get used to speaking and like sharing your voice and sharing what kind of opinions you have and thoughts that you have, because that's valuable, even if it's not like that valuable in like the grand scheme of things, and it's like whatever, but like that's like means a lot, because you start to gain this confidence in your own thoughts, your own opinions, how you see yourself, how you value your words, how you value your voice. Like all that matters and all that builds up. Okay, so the next one I have is to get out of your comfort zone, try new things. That goes along with the same things that I've been saying, but like really just like put yourself out there. Like try different stuff, even if you're just doing it in the comfort of your own home. Try on those outfits that you are scared to wear outside. Walk around the house, see how you feel. How do you feel doing these things when no one else is around? Like, do you still enjoy it? And or do you just not enjoy things when other people are around because you feel like they're judging you, or you're like overanalyzing things? But when you're to yourself and you're eating these things, you're watching these things, you're wearing these things, and you feel great, then that's a sign that you're so wrapped up and you're so worried about other people's opinions and how other people are seeing you and how other people are viewing you. Okay, you're letting people dictate what you like and how you experience the world and how you experience yourself. And no one should have that kind of control or that kind of power other than you. If you don't like something, you don't like something. But if you don't like something just because someone else doesn't like something, then like you're letting that person have control over you. Like that's a cycle that you have to break, and you can only break it by conditioning yourself and putting yourself out of your comfort zone, by exposing yourself, by being vulnerable. Because it's being vulnerable when you're trying different things in front of other people. You're being vulnerable when you're trying on that new outfit that you think people are going to think you're like a certain way because you're wearing it. That's being vulnerable. And that's helping you out with your confidence, building it up. Because your confidence doesn't involve anyone else other than you. It doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. It doesn't have anything to do with how you, like, it has nothing to do with compliments or like validation from other people. It's about how you see you, how you value you, what kind of worth you think that you have. That's the name of the game. Okay, the next one I have is to be alone more. Once you start trying out things alone, once you start going places alone, you really start to view things so much different. Like when you go somewhere and you think, oh, I'm so excited to go to this place, like it's going to be so amazing, I can't wait to try out this like coffee shop, they have like these cute little like specialty drinks, it's going to be so cute, I can take pictures, I can wear this cute little outfit that I know is going to like go with the vibe and like blah blah blah. And then you bring around your friend to go with you and you think, oh, this is going to be so cute, it's going to be a vibe, and they're just not matching that vibe. They're not matching that energy. They're like, ooh, why are you taking so many pictures? You're like, ooh, this is embarrassing. Why are you doing all this? They're like, oh, this price for this kind of drink. Oh my gosh. It's like they're taking down the energy. They're taking down the excitement out of that experience for you. Something that you were so excited for, something that you were so hyped up for, something that you really wanted to experience, and you had all these plans and you had this vision for it, and suddenly it's not what you thought it was going to be because this other person isn't experiencing it how you want to experience it. So why not just do it alone? Why not just go by yourself? Like, you don't always need someone else to go with you, because we're not all the same kind of person. Like, just because you like going and getting these like really like cutesy craft drinks and like looking cute and like taking pictures and like blah 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 and like more romanticizing it, doesn't mean that everyone else is going to enjoy that or is going to like really like feel what you're feeling, and that can put a damper on how you feel about the experience. So do things alone. Okay, that's also building up confidence of you being out in public, being out in spaces without other influences. Because when you're out in that space and people are like dampering the mood, or people are like complaining about something, or people are like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was going to be, and like you still would have a good time if they're not there. It's like you have to just really think like, am I starting to like say in the group like, oh yeah, this is like lame, and like I don't know what I was thinking, just because these people are there and they're saying that, or because that's how you actually feel. Like, you have to really just rewire your brain to think like, what do I think? How do I feel? Not the collective. This is not a community thing, okay? Like, how do I feel about this? What do I think about this? It's not about like, what do my friends think? What do my parents think? How do they feel? How do like really, like when you're experiencing things and you're around other people, you're around your family, your friends, your partner, and things aren't going how you want them to go, or you're like anything, how do you feel about a situation? Even if it is going great, what about this situation do you like? What about this situation do you not like? What if you have changed how early you arrived somewhere? Would you have changed how this was organized? Would you have changed the dress code? Would you have changed, like, what makes you feel comfortable? Because knowing more and more and more about yourself is going to build confidence, because you know who you are. You know who you are. Like, nobody can tell you who you are if you know who you are. A lot of people out here, they don't even know who they are. They're just going along with like whatever is like popular, whatever their friends are doing, whatever their parents are doing, whatever their partner goes along with. Like, they don't really know like what they really like or what they really want to do, because they've never really tried. Because they're so worried about like, what is this other person thinking about me? What are people feeling about me? Like, I don't know. It's like, you gotta really just let that go. Okay. The last one I have is to not avoid failure, and not avoid rejection. Like, be okay with failure. Be okay with failing at things. Be okay with being bad at things. Be okay with being rejected by people. Whether that's in friends, whether that's in a relationship, like, be okay with that loss. Be okay with feeling that loss. Be okay with feeling that embarrassment. Be okay with feeling that judgment. Because the more that you allow yourself to feel that, the less that you're going to take that on personally. The less that you're going to think, oh, this is against me as a person. Like, I'm just not lovable. I'm just not valuable. I'm just not worthy. I'm just not a good friend. I'm just not a good partner. I'm just not like this and that. Like, the more that you experience things, the more that you experience people and loss and like things coming and going out of your life, you realize that you can stay still a stable foundational person through that. Like, your self-identity doesn't have to crumble just because you guys broke up. Your identity doesn't have to crumble just because that friend fell out. Like, you can still be who you are and still be stable in who you are and still think that, yeah, this didn't work out, but that doesn't make me less of a person. That doesn't mean that I'm suddenly unlovable. That doesn't mean that I'm suddenly unvaluable. Like, that just was something that happened. Like, things just happen. Nothing is forever. Everything is temporary. People are meant to be in our lives for a certain amount of time, and then there's meant to pass. Like, jobs come and go, things come and go, like, but that's nothing against you personally. And when you have that self-confidence built up to where you know who you are, you know what kind of value you have, you know what you bring to the table, when these things happen in your life, it's not going to shake you. It's not going to break you. It's not going to make you like crumble and have this like identity crisis of like, now you're thinking that you're not pretty enough. Now you're thinking that you're not smart enough. Now you're thinking that you're not this and this and that. When that's not the case, things just happen. Things just happen, you know, and you have to just take that on. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching another video with me. I hope to see you again soon. Enjoy your night, day, whatever it is for you, and I will see you guys later. Bye, my friends.